A clip of Babajide Otitoju, an analyst on Journalists Hangout on TVC, condemning the unconstitutional removal of governors using Section 305 of the 1999 Constitution ahead of President Bola Tinubu's declaration of a state of emergency has gone viral. Let's take a look.
Based on the 1999 Constitution, you cannot have a state of emergency that will send a governor packing, that will send elected representatives of the people at the state level packing for a period of time. That was an antiquated law. Nigerians will have challenged Obasanjo that this law does not exist. But he used it in a number of states. An illegal law was used to send fellowship packing. There is no such thing. And I still hear people say, declare state of emergency. Nobody can declare a state of emergency in Nigeria currently because we now know the law. Although many people don't know. What the 1999 Constitution precises in the state of emergency is that during that period, you can arrest people for 90 days without trial. It was an illegal law that Obasanjo used and got away with it. But after that, no Nigerian president
has tried it.
Nobody, if anybody tries it, that person will fail. It does not exist in our laws anymore.
All right, Dr. Bati, you said he was referring to the State of Emergency Act 1961.
On the basis of which the Balewa government removed the government in the Western region in 1962 and appointed Dr. Maje Kudume as the sole administrator. But what people should also realize is that in that First Republic, we were running a parliamentary government. The premier himself was a member of parliament. So first among equals. So once you dissolve the system, it was based on that State of Emergency Act of 1961. And that was why I said earlier on this program that we no longer have that law. That law, which was quoted during the Obasanjo period, did not exist. And that's the basis on which people are saying, the removal of democratic structures in the Ekiti and Plateau and was it Yobe State, was wrong under Obasanjo. And that, look, under President Jonathan also, that law does not exist. Some people have been saying it now exists.
That's what
and now I'm saying that I have not seen a copy of this, their 2018 act that some people have been quoting. Maybe there was a bill, but I'm not too sure that it passed through the complete process. And in that light, even if that law exists, it's a subsidiary legislation. It cannot be superior to the Constitution. And to the extent that you have Section 1, Sub 2, you have Section 11, Sub 4, you have provisions under 305 also, and you have 188, that law, if it exists, is to the extent of its inconsistency with the Constitution, null and void. Simple. Trite law.
Very well. But this TVC journalist, he made all these comments way ahead, right before Tinubu's broadcast, before the declaration. Did he read? He checked his mouth. Go ahead. Go ahead.
That's why we say people should have integrity. He made all these comments before. But the man, he folded. He changed mouth afterwards. Guess what he was not quoting? He was not saying that somebody sent me about that emergency law. The TVC journalist, Otitoju, he was not quoting.
No, he's a very senior journalist.
I know, but with due respect, in this regard, you change mouths. That's just it.
How did he change?
We are talking facts.
What did he say?
Earlier, before now, Dr. Abati, he said all the right things before that decision was made. But next time, yes, and yesterday, at first he blamed Fubara all through. Now he was not talking about the fact that there was an emergency law of 1961, 1962 that you were talking about.
There is 1961. Yes.
And he claimed that law, somebody sent him, that had not been repealed. So people are changing mouth. See, when we should be able to call people out, we call journalists out when they go astray. That's the ethics of this job. We're not doing it because we are doing paddy of friendship here. We are saying it because that's just it.
This comment that you made before the proclamation, before the president declaration, has been generating a lot of reactions. Even another media house also says something about it. But I want your reaction. How do you react to all of this thing happening?
First and foremost, I have the right to disagree with the president.
Okay.
And I've disagreed with the president a number of times. I've disagreed with the CBN governor a number of times. I've disagreed with people in this government a number of times. It is my right. And it is also their right to try to convince me. So there's nothing like taking back what I said. Reading the law, reading the Constitution, I was convinced that a president has not got the power. At least it's not stated in the Constitution that the president had the power to suspend democratic structures. And that was what I said, and I stuck to that. It is borderline irresponsible or irresponsibility for anybody to come out and say Jide took back what he said. I knew that they would do this because they assume that everybody is cowardly. But I cannot at this stage of my career say something, disagree with the president on an issue, and then come out to say, oh, I take it back, or make my position known on an issue because my position does not go along with the president's position. I will now take it back. No, that day will not come. And I've said before on this program that the day it becomes impossible for me to say the truth, God knows what to do with me. So this is not, we didn't start this job today. Some people emerged from nowhere and suddenly became popular on TV. We are not like that. We've taken risks in our life. We've fought the military. Some of our friends lost their lives. Some of us are fortunate to be alive. Some of us wrote stories that sent our editors to jail. But we are lucky to be alive. That day will not come when Babajide Otitoju, will have an opinion and he will be afraid to express it. And if he expresses it and it goes against the opinion of the president, he will start running from pillar to post and be looking for a way to do damage control. I do not do that. And the president knows me very well. The president has never quarreled with me over any comment that I made that may not tally with his own comment. The only thing I said yesterday that some people have interpreted in an illiterate fashion is that some lawyer called me and said that the 1961-62 emergency law was not repealed by an act of parliament, and that because it was simply omitted from the laws of the federation, there is a particular case that was decided, and he cited an authority, Ibidapo versus Lufthansa Airlines, whereby a law that had been brushed aside, not listed in the laws of the federation, the law that they felt was no longer active, was used to decide a case. I'm a knowledge hunter. I call judges before debating issues that have to do with the judiciary. And no TV station in Nigeria, no TV station can rubbish the name that I've made. I was forged in the fire of qualitative journalism. I was trained by the best. And some of the people at the station where they tried to, where they openly lied against me, some of the best in that station passed through me. So this is the fact. Some of the best in that station passed through me. Yes. So I did not take back, I'm saying it again, Nigerians are witnesses to this. I did not take back what I said. So that is where I stand. And I've contacted two lawyers. Barrister Titilayo Ajao is one of them. Barrister Olutekun, have contacted two lawyers. Because if you went on air to lie against me, to say I took back what I didn't take back, to try to portray me as somebody without honor, somebody without integrity, then we shall meet in court. It's as simple as that.
Okay.
Yes, some journalists are already appealing to me, senior journalists say, no, they don't go that far. But what I hate in this world is for people to blatantly and deliberately lie against me. If you do that against me, then you should expect that you'll be resisted. So it's as simple as that. Because we didn't build this reputation today.
Okay.